Hello, everybody. It is me, JacksonTheJackson, and we are back with Pokemon Champions. I wanted to do a funny thing regarding... As a kid, I really liked Stunfisk. I thought Stunfisk was a funny Pokemon. I liked that it was just flat. I thought Ground and Electric was a cool combination because it was, at the time, it was one of its time. I know we have, oh, it's like the Paradox Pokemon. It's the Magneton one. I know that one is Ground and Electric 2 now, but I don't see a lot of people using Stunfisk, and honestly, I know most people chalk it up as it being a quote-unquote bad Pokemon, but I honestly don't think it's the worst. Like, I can see why it's not in terms of, like, competitive doubles and stuff like that, I can see why it's not the best, but it definitely has some utility that I think it's got going for it, especially the Stab Ground Earth Power. And ultimately, its bulk is pretty nice. So I thought I'd make a team about it. I've actually been trying to make multiple teams, because building around Stunfisk isn't the easiest, especially because we're in a Mega format, so it's like, okay, we're working around a Pokemon that doesn't have a Mega. But it has really pretty good bulk, pretty good special defense, pretty good HP, pretty good defense. Defense is okay, for the most part, but special attack is where it lacks. A special attack, I think of like 80 or 81 is okay. It's workable, but it's obviously not like, compared to some other Pokemon in this format, it's like not the most, it's not the greatest. But I think it's workable. So that's why I gave it the Life Orb. Because I think the Life Orb, because it has such a high HP stat, the Life Orb obviously will take a chunk of your HP after every attack. But it does give that 1.3 boost, which I think helps Stunfisk actually deal the damage that it needs to do. But yet again, with the Stab, it's really nice. So Earth Power and Thunderbolt are kind of locks and stuff. Is kind of locks. I highly recommend using those two moves for sure. But then for the third attacking move, I normally use like... I've been using Sludge Bomb because this team specifically lacks a lot of... Well, first of all, we lack a lot of resistances to Fairy, but so I thought, hey, let's make up for it offensively. Let's give it Sludge Bomb. But for the most part, depending on the team that you're using, I would also recommend using Scald. Scald is also really good because then you can get that 30% chance of burn, which is really nice. And I know this team is not perfect. This is kind of something that I created quickly and I've been kind of playing with a little bit, so I'm a little bit familiar with it. And I thought it would at least be kind of fun. Well, actually, I should probably state the goal, too. We're trying to get 100 wins with Stunfisk. I want to get that gold Stunfisk badge. Here are the stats if you really badly want to see it. It's nothing too crazy. Yet again, it's not the most optimized. And I have been taking notes about the games I have played, and obviously there are some things here that are kind of some big issues. Specifically with the speeds, because the bottom 4 Pokemon all really do good in a Trick Room setting, while the top 2, yeah. So I thought like maybe like, okay, if we're gonna do a Trick Room setting, like, hey, maybe we shouldn't maximize the speed entirely in case we do need to throw them in. But these are the 2 Megas we're working with, and obviously, with that in mind, it kind of does make it rough in some situations to be like, hey, do I really want to use Trick Room? But also, this team in general, I would say maybe could work a lot better in a open team sheet, best of 3 format. I think this team could do a lot better. But I've noticed that in best of 1 closed team sheet, it has had some struggles because we do lack a lot of setup or like a theme, I guess, maybe like weather or whatnot. And I kind of do plan to mess around with some weathers with Stunfisk as well. I've kind of have some other ideas. But this series of videos, I think we're going to just try and build some Stunfisk teams and see what we can do to have Stunfisk be a contributor. And ultimately, Stunfisk has been like leading a Stunfisk in Primarina in the front has just been insane. Just the amount of damage that these two deal alone together is just insane. But yeah, and at the moment we're at 20 wins, I believe. I will go check real quick. Yeah, at the moment we're at 20 wins. So we got some work we got to do here, but I think this will be a fun series. I'm playing this at the tail end of Regulation MB, so I'm curious to see what Regulation MC brings, because maybe we'll have some maybe we'll have some fun Pokemon getting added that will make Stunfisk better, worse, I don't know. But I'll stop yapping and we'll just start getting into it. And I think we're going to be playing on the doubles. We're going to be probably playing on the doubles ranked ladder. Alright. So, because I'm starting on the ladder fresh. Okay, this is definitely a player. So I'm curious to see what teams they have. Oof, okay. So Camerupt is kind of interesting here. It could be Anger Point. Camerupt, which is sucky, but based off the other physical attackers they have, they also have 3 Mons that... Yeah, they have 3 Mons in total that could have Mega Evolutions, but my vibe is that the... What's it called? The Staraptor... I'm just based off of Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan usually is always perfect with Mega, so I'm assuming it could be a Final Gambit Staraptor. I'm kind of getting that vibe here. But it's kind of hard bringing our Staraptor too because of the Define King Gambit if they bring Define King Gambit. But I think Stunfisk, but I think Primarina on the front is probably our best choice, and then Delphox. I'll bring Delphox in case, maybe because we have Psyshock to deal physical damage. But I do want to bring Stunfisk in the back. It's just really difficult. But maybe King Gambit in the front. In case they decide to bring Staraptor in the front, and then we'll bring Stunfisk, and then maybe Sinistra. Oh, no, but Sinistra. The Sinistra would be really helpful. Yeah, I think we may just go with the no Mega. This may not be the best. Because I got to make sure that I have to consider the offensive and the defensive sides of things, and ultimately, Mega Camerupt is good. I think it's a good Mega. Ultimately, I see the positives in a lot of Megas, you know? And I think Camerupt at least has something it can go for. Okay. So what I kind of want to do here is, because we really do benefit off of, we kind of do benefit off a Trick Room if they try to go for that strategy. I should have thought this through a little bit more, because if they try to go for... Well, no, because if they go for Trick Room, we're not really losing out, you know what I'm saying? The worst thing that can happen here is that the Farigiraf has Thunderbolt, but it's not going to be Stab Thunderbolt, so we're going to live it anyways. If they try to go for that. Our Primarina is the fastest, which is not good if they do try to go for that Trick Room idea. We actually did deal a pretty decent amount of damage. Dazzling Gleam is okay. That's spread. It's going to do a lot, because it's spread... That Life Orb... Okay, that Life Orb chip was actually really nice. Psychic is, not the best, but yet again, Primarina is pretty specially, in terms of special defense, pretty good. This, okay, that KO is really important. Yet again, they do not benefit at all. They kind of benefit with Trick Room. But Arcane Gambit was the slowest. Okay, so this Primarina may have, or no, this Kangaskhan. I don't know if it's going to be like a last resort Kangaskhan. But if it's Drain Punch, which it could be, I think chucking in Sinistra. The worst thing that can happen is they try and fake out my... But like with Farigiraf on the floor, I would assume that they think that the King Gambit is the worst thing here. Oh, it's got Scrappy. Oh, it's Scrappy. Okay. I should have thought about that. My mistake. Oh, no. Okay, I'm being stupid. I don't know why. I thought that... Interesting. I don't know why I thought that the Mega had Scrappy, even though it's literally... Even though, like, come on now, Jackson. You know that it's Parental Bond. It's got a signature Mega ability. Like, you gotta remember that, bro. It is a last resort Kangaskhan, which is not good at all. But if we can get at least some chip off... Okay, perfect. So, this obviously puts... 1 health in a dream? That means it has to go... Unless it switches, it has to go for... And our... Okay, so what I'm going to do here, is in case it switches, none of their Mons really had anything, because we got rid of Primarina, so nothing they can do can actually really resist, I'm pretty sure, but let's go for Sucker Punch into Kangaskhan. It failed. No, it has Armor Tail. I'm really stupid. Okay, that's fine. It was a dumb play on my part, I will say, because I need to remember that Armor Tail. Yeah, I should have thought that one through a little bit better. Also, we took extra chip with that too. We could have just protected, and that would have been an optimal play there. Staraptor's okay, because we're actually going to get an attack boost from that. But, well, now he has to decide what Pokemon he wants to go for first. Which will just... I feel like either way, we're going to get... He's going to go for one or the other, so... No, he's going to Brave Bird, which we resist that. And they're actually going to take a lot of chip from that. So, with the combination between... Well, actually, we're not going to get any super effective hits, because I was expecting a Mega. Which they must be just using a straight-up, just normal Mega Mega Camerupt team. Okay, cool. At least we got one win today. So, we definitely had some small hiccups with that first battle there. But, you know, first battle of the day. Guess you're going to have some hiccups. Okay, interesting team here. So, that Ceruledge is actually going to be our biggest problem. Okay, the combination of Ceruledge and Sylveon is pretty bad. Like, let's be real here. Manectric is actually pretty quick too. Mega Manectric is pretty quick, and I'm assuming this is a Mega Manectric team, and it's definitely going to 100% outspeed any of my Pokemon. That is a 100% guarantee. But this is where Stunfisk would actually become very beneficial. And Stunfisk is going to be very beneficial here for a lot of this matchup. So we're going to have to rely on Stunfisk here a lot. But... yeah. Sucks. The Stunfisk Primarina lead never fails, to be honest. But then we just got to decide who we want in the back, which ultimately I think Staraptor in the back is probably our best bet. Just because of the Lucario, because it could be a Mega Lucario. I'm assuming because Lucario and Manectric are on top, either one of those two is probably the Mega. Both are really fast. I've used Mega Manectric a little bit. I like Mega Manectric. It's got really good special attack and also provides Intimidate. But obviously with King Gambit existing nowadays, it doesn't work as well as you would like it to. So... Oh, you could have Mega Gyarados too, but I don't know. So here's the thing. I am worried about this Gyarados here, but based off who we have in the back, it does not... I can guarantee you we should live one hit from Gyarados, Stunfisk. But personally... I think we should just go for Manectric if it's going to go with the Mega route, and then protect Primarina, because I can see them being like, "Hey, let's." Well, I don't think they would want to Mega Evolve their Manectric right away, correct? Because I'm using two special attackers here. The majority of my team is special attacking, which that is why Ceruledge is such a problem here, because it has a nice special defense. And with the Colbur Berry, it's hard for... I mean, most sets use a Colbur Berry. I think Colbur Berry is for Dark types, correct? Yeah. So if they're running a Colbur Berry set with special defense, then they can just hit off Bear Blades. Okay, perfect. They try... Okay. Okay. And that's the funny thing, too, about Stunfisk. Many people don't... You don't want to disrespect the Fisk, because Stunfisk is actually a pretty just insane Pokemon. Or it's not insane. It's like it's out there. Like no one really thinks of Stunfisk, so I think people people are like, "Huh, I didn't know Stunfisk could do that." I think Stunfisk ultimately is a good Pokemon. I really do. I think it's really good for closed team sheet, but I think an open team sheet, unless you're really good with the whole Trick Room thing, which can be really hard, and I want to get better with the whole Trick Room thing, because I think Trick Room is a really good strategy, especially in Pokemon nowadays. I know without the IVs, it's really hard, because now you can't... It makes it a lot more difficult to really truly maximize Trick Room, but Trick Room can still be nice. It can be a good... We've seen in tournaments that having that Trick Room can be really nice to offset a lot of the Tail Room teams. Because the second that you set up a Trick Room after your opponent sets up Tailwind, it could really throw off the whole game for whoever set up that Tailwind. But now we're in a pretty nice position because we do have... Because Stunfisk is at full... Oh, no, it's not at full. Because of the, I think... I don't really know what they're going to go for, but... Ultimately, we're in a pretty good position here, defensively. I mean, we should just go for Lucario in case they're going for Mega Lucario. But ultimately, if they're going to go for Fighting and Steel, my only worry is that... Waterfall and Primarina is okay, because technically we resist that. I'm just kind of worried about Power Whip. But if they had Power Whip, wouldn't they just want to go for that right away? Because Power Whip Gyarados is a thing. It just sucks because it's 85% accurate, but honestly in Pokemon Champions, accuracy has been one of the weirdest things ever. As we already know, like the Muddy Water strategies and whatnot, which, shit, I probably will do eventually. With Milotic. And that's something that we are going to have to really keep an eye out if any Milotics show up, because Milotic is a huge problem. Yet again, especially bulky Pokemon on our... Oh, okay. Darn. Alright, I guess that is 2 wins. I don't know how long this streak is going to keep going, and honestly, I'm not going to think about it. There's no point in thinking about it, but on to the next one. So yeah, that, having Stunfisk and Primarina in the front has just... The amount of offensive capabilities it has. It's just getting outsped is just not fun. Okay, so this is, Oh, this is the team that won Indy. I feel really bad because I don't really remember the player's name. But I'm pretty confident this is the team that won Indy. I am worried about those 2 grass types. A little bit. But ultimately... Charizard also kind of sucks too, like, let's be real for a second. Yeah, I think the lack of rock coverage is kind of not good, and I think that's one thing I would... Oh, I wish that Stunfisk had some sort of... Actually, let me look up, where is it? It was the Indianapolis Regionals. Arsal Puri? Is it Arsal? I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing his name. I remember watching him win, though. I just forgot his name. Okay, so... Sludge Bomb is a problem here. On this Venusaur. Oh, actually, this Venusaur in general is a huge problem. So here's the thing. I can see him... They can kind of double Solar Beam here, which is not what I'm happy about. Which I don't want to see happen. But I kind of do have to risk it. But ultimately, I kind of do want to try and get rid of this Charizard here. The worst thing that happens is... No, Venusaur does not learn Rage Powder, correct? They protected? That's not fun. That means this is going to be a nothing turn. Unless the Venusaur tries to hit some Mumbo Jumbo on us. Which, that's... Okay, that sucked, but I should have known that. But that's not stab, though. That's why I didn't really do as much as they would have hoped. Okay, let's try and bring in... Because I think ultimately what they're trying to do is they're trying to get... I think they're trying to deal enough damage to where if Charizard needs to hit a Solar Beam, it'll KO my Stunfisk, because I think they see that Stunfisk is the biggest problem. Maybe they don't, but it kind of sucks. It's a huge risk throwing Sinistcha out there, because if they try to hit the Drought or whatnot, and then try to hit a Heat Wave, it's gonna suck. And ultimately, this is a really good front for them to throw out. But I am really worried because there's a lot that go around here, like the chlorophyll sleep powder. Hitting a sleep powder would be pretty bad. We'd be kind of screwed then, and that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. A lot of those like parting shot, or like obviously a lot more status moves because we're relying a lot on attacks and stuff like that. That ultimately has been a huge, yeah, that sucks. And we can't do anything about that. And I forgot how. Okay, so knowing my luck, I know for a fact that Stunfisk is probably not going to wake up. But you know what? Honestly, I really don't. It's a really rough position. Like, let's be real. It's a really rough position for me. Oh, shoot. Really? Do they... Do you think they... Huh. Okay, good job. Come on, please wake up. Yeah, okay, that's all... Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. The Brochacho does not want to wake up. What if they protected this turn when Stunfisk wakes up? That would actually be the most... That would be really funny. Oh no, they just went for the kill. Or no, I mean, they're not for the kill. I mean, it gets some chip for if he wants to spam Heat Wave again, which... Well, this is definitely going to be a double KO. Yeah, okay, we're going to have to forfeit on this one, probably. I mean, unless we want to... Do you think we could set up a nasty plot? Well, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? They're just gonna... I mean, I guess I'm willing to risk it, but... I'm not really... Yeah, this just sucks. I mean, there's a reason why this team won a regional, I guess. I mean, I guess I did play with this team. It's just as hard because, like, you use moves like Sleep Powder, right? And I always try and use moves like Sleep Powder, and then I always end up, like, missing. Which is why I don't really like... I mean, they could easily just protect their Venusaur here, right? Or just hit another Sleep Powder. Yeah, it's Jover. Yeah. Yeah, everything that could go wrong went wrong. Interesting. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to forfeit this one. It sucks, but... I guess we're gonna have to... I mean, I guess this means we're gonna have to just take our time and... We're gonna have to figure out what we can improve against this team next time, because it's gonna... I guarantee you we're gonna see a team like this again in the future. So I gotta think about it, because... Actually, I'll bring up my note page. It's because what was it, like Venusaur? That's Charizard. I mean, I know this team. I mean, I know this team like by heart. Floetta, Dare Champ, and then okay. Oh, we got an Azumarill, which is not good because it's not. Because the Water Fairy is not good. And we got Pikachu, which is probably the Light Ball, right? But from what I'm getting here, Primarina is actually pretty nice here. I think Stunfisk and Primarina in the front are the way to go, just based off of everything I'm seeing here. And then we'll have King Gambit in the back, just because that Gengar at the bottom is kind of sneaky. But I mean, they have a lot of offense. They have a lot of offensive utility. I mean, we Garchomp with ground. Water is neutral. It's kind of stinky. But the double water sucks too because of Delphox here. So it makes it rough too. I think we're going to have to just go for our slow, not mega team here. Which sucks, but... Floata... It was Venusaur, Charizard, Floata, Garchomp. Incineroar. And what else? What was the last one? Oh, Sinistra. I am worried about Belly Drum, like, let's be real here. Oh! I forgot, Azumarill's pretty slow. Surface spread, but it doesn't have... Really, they're doing a special attacking Azumarill, which is funny because Azumarill normally has a pretty... scary face. They're trying to lock me in, or is that what that does? My speed actually fell. Oh, okay. I mean, if I was doing Trick Room, that'd be kind of nice. The Stunfisk is pretty slow as is. I was really expecting some like sort of belly drum setup or something like that. Like that's what had me scared for a second. I guess we'll... They can't really hit... Okay, because if they try to use a steel type attack, ultimately Kowtow Cleave would probably... The Kowtow Cleave plus, like, Shadow Ball, double... Okay, Taunt is interesting. Is this a... This may be a... I don't know, I don't remember the player's name. I wasn't paying attention. This could... Because I don't really... I haven't seen a Mega Evolution at all, so this could be a, I'm not sure if it could be a real player, it could not be. Wow, that Cursed Body chance is really unfortunate. Because they didn't Mega, I don't know if it's not a real player. Because ultimately you can, Wow, that's really unfortunate that we... Wow, okay. I'll just use Sinistra, I guess. And then we'll just Hyper Voice and see what happens from here. But I'm not 100% certain if this is a real player or not. Because ultimately you can tell if they're like, because in low tiers they usually have bots and stuff like that. Usually, yeah, especially, oh yeah, no, that makes sense. After a loss. Yeah, because I think if you're in low Pokeball tiers and you have a loss, then, I think they throw a bot at you. I could be wrong. Lash Out on King Gambit is actually kind of interesting. But I don't even know if it's optimized. Shoot, I guess I'll just Life Dew and we'll just finish off with a Moonblast, I guess. And it's just weird too because the team composition thrown here at first wasn't like, it gave me the impression that this was like a, I mean, it could be a real team. I mean, it could be a new player. There's new players every day. So I mean, they could be new to, I mean, I don't know. I would have to look at the name or whatnot because they could be, I mean, Lawson, gosh, who knows? I mean, they could be a new player. Because I feel like it would be mean if they were a new player, you know, and I feel like it would be kind of, I don't want to be mean. Plus, they also may, if it's a new player, they may not understand how Mega Evolutions work, because, heck, if you weren't all too familiar with Pokemon, or if you're like, yeah, I played the games, but, you know, a lot of mechanics you don't understand, like, it can be very difficult. Like, I do not blame, there's so many things in Pokemon that you have to take note of, and it can be very hard. A Sun Rain team. Okay, so here's the fun part. This team is going to be very hard for them, because I can obviously tell that they're going to be using... It's probably going to be Surf Pelipper because they have Vaporeon on the side, but Raichu is also pretty bad, because if it's a Mega Raichu Y, they can get easy KOs. But their Sun mode is interesting here, Because if they try to go Meganium and Pelipper, Solar Beam is actually weakened by Rain. So we could put them in a pretty interesting position with that. We don't... Delphox may be nice for the Archaludon. I think Delphox in the back is probably our best bet. Because yet again, the amount of offensive utility that we get amongst all of their mons here is pretty nice. I am worried about the Vaporeon, though, because we could get stuck in a situation where it's like Vaporeon leftovers and whatnot, and they just start cooking us. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, they're running Archaludon Pelipper, which is actually pretty nice. Because what I can see them doing here is they want to try an Electro Shot, or trying to Weather Ball. I can see them trying to Weather Ball. A Weather Ball would actually do some pretty bad damage. Like, let's be real here. So let's try and get rid of... Does... I don't know. Does... a Weather Stab... Oh no, we're definitely not living this Weather Ball here. Okay, they're definitely Electroshotting. I expected that. I'm expecting Electroshot Weather Ball. It's like a pretty easy, like... I feel like it's a pretty easy guess. But the problem is that the position I put myself in does not make it... But also, I don't have to technically rush. I could have made it easier for myself. No, they did Surf! Oh! Okay, that's not... How did he miss? Wait, what? What? Is it using the Soft Sand? Are we... What? Huh? No, Soft Sand increases... No, not Soft Sand. What is it? Bright Powder. Is it using Bright Powder? What? Did it just hit a double? What? This may KO, actually. Oh, no, it didn't. Wow, nice job, Sinistra. I'm amazed. Fudge, did it crit? Don't tell me it crit. No, it didn't. I guess I just didn't get enough. That is insane. The freaking Bright Powder? Bright Powder. Absurd. I cannot believe this. Bright Powder. Like, I know people... What? People were running Bright Powder on freaking Incineroar and stuff like that. Like, I know Bright Powder has had some, like, interesting clips lately, but, like... Okay, this is definitely gonna KO. But, like, what? Hey, man, like, what... Like, honestly, like, what are you even supposed to do at that point? You know, that's just, like... That's just a closed... I mean, obviously there was things I could have done in the beginning that would have made it a lot better. Like, I could have played a little bit slower or thrown in Sinistra right away to take the hit or something like that. But I just... What in tarnation? Just a utterly... Like, we took way more damage than we should have there. And I'm not happy about it. Like, they got 2 KOs all because of that miss. That sucks. And now we're gonna get... Okay. I don't even know. Or are they gonna try and... I think we may get... Oh, I don't even know. This is just such a weird round. Like, I ultimately know I'm sacrificing my Delphox to freaking a Surf right now. But, like, what? Like, my brain just hurts. A soft, the Bright Powder Archaludon. I'm hoping that they went for try some. Okay, that's gotta KO. What? That didn't KO? Really? Oh, this is darn. Now they brought up. God, man. That really did not KO? I don't even know what's happening anymore, man. Wow, what a rough round. That... Okay. I mean, ultimately, like... I hate to say it was RNG, but, like, come on now. Like, let's be real for a second. It double procced... A double procced the, right powder, and then... What's even the roll? Actually, I need to bring up a damage calculator. Actually, I gotta bring up... I'll do that in a second. After this round, we'll do it. Okay, so we got an interesting team here. Abomasnow. Beedrill's pretty defensively weak. The top two I'm kind of worried about there. Like, let's be real for a second. But as long as they don't bring in... Honestly, Staraptor here actually can do some stuff. Let's be real for a second. Actually, both of these two can do some stuff. Actually, you know what? We may have to go for the double... I think double... I think double Mega... I think we're going to have to reverse our order here. I think we're going to have to go for both of our possible Megas here, and I think we're going to have to throw our offensives in the back. Yeah, I think that's how we're going to have to do this here. Because I can see them wanting to just automatically chuck out Hawlucha and Snorlax. No, they're gonna... Okay, so they're gonna go for... No, they're gonna try and go for... Okay, so here's the thing. I have to decide who I want to actually... Because they're gonna try and go for what? Sheer Cold? So who do I want to KO here? Do I want to KO the Hawlucha, or do I want to KO the Abomasnow? So let's try... Let's try and do that. Because maybe we could, If we do this right, I think... Unless they have some trick up their sleeve, which they didn't switch, because I think the switch out would have gone first. Okay, Ice Shard is interesting. I was expecting them to do some, like, entertainment stuff, you know? Because with the combination of Snorlax, Abomasnow, and... I mean, does... Abomasnow has to get Sheer Cold, right? Yeah, it does get Sheer Cold. Just a fascinating... Okay, we gotta think here. So, Snorlax. So if they Mega Beedrill, Beedrill really can't do much offensively. And we're pretty safe. Besides like Rock Slide, we're pretty safe to set up a nasty plot to take care of this Snorlax. Yeah, okay. There was no Mega Evolutions going on, so I'm... Oh, Screech. Okay, yeah, this may... I'm not sure if this is... This may not be a real player. Sucks. Yeah, I don't know. But here, I want to take a second. I'm going to take a little breather, and I'm going to look up this calc here, because I'm curious. I want to see whether or not that Raichu should have gotten KO'd. So, with a modest nature here, it says that it is 103%, it's 103 to 122% chance to KO Raichu Y with no bulk. So either they added bulk to their Raichu to up its defense or health. That is one of the only things, because if we make it 32, then it's almost okay. Yeah. So either they had to add some bulk to their Raichu, which crazy enough, adding bulk to Raichu or Mega Raichu Y does allow it to survive a hit from a Delphox Psyshock, which it's hard to believe because it's got a defense of 55, but you know, hey, the more you know. It's good calcs to know. It will apply in the future because regular Raichu, I freaking sound like Scooby-Doo. Sound like Scooby-Doo. Mega Raichu Y is very popular, so it's an interesting calc. Good to know though, because heck, I lost the game there with that. I could lose another game with that, and I could lose an event with that. So hey, it's a learning experience. So I guess we'll keep going. Okay, so we officially made it to Great Ball tier. We've had some pretty rough losses. I'm not gonna lie here. It's been some pretty rough losses. But we can do it. We can do better. That's for sure. And ultimately, it's always a learning experience. The only way we're going to get better and the more we're going to learn and how to optimize the team is if we play with it more. Which I have played a decent bit with it, but I obviously can see where some improvements could be made. And ultimately, I think together, individually, all these Pokemon are pretty good, but I think we could do better. But we have two Pokemon here that I'm not happy about. But the Primarina Stunfisk lead is still pretty good here. The amount of offensive capabilities it has is still absurdly nice. Delphox in the back. I just feel like we need... It's just the problem of we don't really have much to defend ourselves against Sylveon if it gets used. And I feel like we need something in the back that can help with this. And then I'll throw Sinistcha in the back just in case we need something to eat up Raichu a little bit. We really just need to think a little bit more deeper about the heavy hitters on the team that could really cook us, but yet again we can always get hit by some random stuff, like, you know, Sylveon and Dragonite, not good. I mean, not bad, but not good. I kind of want to get rid of Sylveon here. I mean, Dragonite does know Thunderbolt. I don't know if it's a Mega or not. Ultimately, they are faster than me, though. Let's try and switch in Delphox, then. In case they just try to go for a quick Hyper Beam. Or not Hyper Beam, Oh, we're just straight ripping Thunders now. Not Stab. Okay, that didn't do a lot. Okay, now we're going to switch in Sinistcha to get some health back for Delphox, and then we're going to try and rip... I want to get the Sylveon out of here, low-key. I think we can... It's just Thunder is crazy, man. Not Thunderbolt, Thunder. 70%, 70, right? 70% accurate? Absolutely crazy. And I don't know how fast this Dragonite is, but we should theoretically be quicker. It should theoretically be quicker. And that should get rid of Sylveon. Okay, bye, Sylveon. Okay, that's one threat down. But I am worried about Draco Meteor here. Oh, did they go into Sinistra? Okay, nice. Oh, and that's actually perfect. And that special attack drops. So that's actually really nice. My only concern at the moment is that we need to break the Marvel scale, because if that's what they have, that's pretty bad. Gyarados actually does know some pretty decent amount of, does know a pretty decent amount, but they don't have a flying move to hit Sinistra. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get some health back here while Delphox protects. Oh! It's Mega Gary. Okay, Mega Gary is... oh, no, that's really not good. Okay, that's... no, my fault. I should have considered Mega Gyarados, and they have Mold Breakers. So if they really wanted to use Earthquake, they can. Wow. Yeah, okay. My mistake. I should have really considered Mega Gyarados. I've considered Mega Gyarados in the past, and I did not. But if we can get a burn off, that would be really cool. Actually, without the flying, we now deal... okay, this may KO, but may not because of that special attack drop. Yeah. Now we have Machagacha, so this is going to deal... I was about to say Gyarados is pretty... yeah, and Dragonite quad resist that. Okay, so what do you want to do here? Because how fast is Mega Gyarados? Because Mega Gyarados... I don't think Gyarados gets much boost to its speed when it Mega Evolves. It does not. So we need to consider here what to do. I'm just very concerned. We gotta swap out somehow. Huh. I have a feeling I should have switched out Sinistra for Primarina, but I just have a... oh my gosh, yes, okay. I don't know why they didn't just go for Earthquake again, because you have Mold Breaker. Fire... is it just 4... what? It's just 4 attacking moves? It's Fire Blast... what? Oh my gosh. And they're, like... all the moves that Dragonite has, besides Ice Beam, are not even 100% accurate. So the fact that they hit all 4 of those is insane to me. So, okay, we got rid of their Mega, which is really cool. Perfect. Perfect. So what we're going to do here is we're going to... oh, no, it has Fake Out, right? Let's Life Dew. And then just Protect. Remember, we can go for KOs if we want to, but we need to play slower. We cannot just say, ooh, super effective shiny, and then just go for the kill. We need to think long term. We need to try and not screw ourselves here, because... man. Oh, shoot. I was not expect. You know what? To be honest, this guy has been really going for... has been really in the let's go for the KO mindset, so, you know. But... we have Delphox now. No, I have an even better idea. If he tries to go for Thunder again, we'll throw him the flat one. Okay, Infernape's gone. Because what? It's Ice Beam, Flare Blitz. So, the only move that it has is Draco Meteor and Thunder. Do I want to protect? Or do we just want to go for Psyshock here? You know what? Let's protect and get some extra chip just in case this Psyshock doesn't... Because just remember, Dragonite is a big beefy bastard. A triple B. So... yeah. So this extra chip from Stunfisk may actually be a lot... Oh, that's perfect. Thank you, Stunfisk. Thank you. I think Stunfisk theoretically should be fine, right? Okay, perfect. Wow. Okay, I needed that. That was... I think we played a lot better there. I think we took a... I think we took some... For somebody who was playing very hyper-offensive, I think we did a really good job playing around some pretty bad positions. I think that was an improvement. I feel pretty bit better. I think that compared to the last couple of players that we played who seemed... oh gosh, I hate to say this. Compared to the last couple players that we played that seemed real or seemed to use megas or seemed to put up a bit more of a challenge, we seem to play a lot better this time. So I'm pretty happy about that. Alrighty. 420 is fire. Oh, it sure is. Let's see what we're playing up against now. For Alligator team. So, fortunately, Primarina's really good against for Alligator here, but obviously they got pretty good coverage with Sneasler and Gengar. Plus also the general just Gengar and Ensign on the team. This is actually a pretty well-rounded team in my opinion. But, you know, the Primarina... I'm kind of worried about... Oof. Yeah, I'm kind of worried. Because... Sinstro in the back. Yeah, wow, this is... Yeah, they have a nice team. Let's be real here. But I think Delphox on the back offensively provides us the most. This is going to be interesting, though, because I can see a lot of things that these Pokemon provide. And they do work well together. Like, I won't lie. Oh, 8 win streak. That's lovely. That, I guess, yeah. I think my suspicions are going to be correct then. I can see them... They didn't Mega Evolve, interesting. Oh, they read it. I think they read the... Yeah, wow, interesting. Beedrose, okay. Oh, okay. I kind of have a feeling. I feel like they're going to try and Parting Shot into my Primarina. And then... I think they may try a Parting Shot into my Primarina. And then try to... I think, yeah. I can ultimately see them trying to take out my Primarina. So I'm pretty sure they probably see that as the biggest... No? Are they not... Mega Evolving here? Curious. Okay, I clearly am overthinking this. Yeah, I clearly overthought it. Okay. Because I thought they were gonna... I'm confused. I thought... Okay, I called the Parting Shot, but I thought... I was expecting them to try and get rid of the Primarina because I thought that they would see that as the biggest threat, but I guess not. Ultimately, that play, I think, just screwed me over. I'm going to be honest here. Maybe they think that... I don't really know. Yeah, they fudge me. Yeah, they pretty much called my plays pretty well. Yeah, wow. Not a good round at all. Not a good round in the slightest. Ultimately, I can see why they wanted to fake out Stunfisk, because ultimately I think... I don't know. I really wish I knew why they... Because I guess they wanted the setup, but... Okay, so Rotom Wash is kind of a problem. And the combination of Garchomp there is not good either. Primarina is going to have a rough time here, I think. Because we know that with Drought, it's going to be rough. But I think if you throw Delphox in the front, it may make it a bit easier. But I do think we need the Primarina in general for their Incin. And then Sinistra's pretty helpful here in general, defensively for countering some of these guys. That last loss was rough. It was rough. Because it ultimately was just a first turn. Okay, I guess we're getting everybody who's on win streaks right now. The game just loves me. Okay, this sucks, but ultimately... Fudge. Are we faster than... Well, who do they want to go for here? Because ultimately they have... I keep on saying ultimately. I say ultimately a lot. They have two Pokemon here that both hit... Or Rotom here hits both for super effective. So do they want to go for... But Electric would be better into Charizard. So do I think that... I really don't know who... But I feel like they would want to go for... I feel like they just want to go for Delphox, right? Because when thinking about it, they could probably say like, hey, Delphox is my bigger issue. Let's try and go for Hydro Pump into them. But if we do that and we try and resist... Protect is cool too. Okay, that's not great. Yeah, that's fun. Wow. I don't know how much to a degree. I don't know how much speed-wise that affects. Because that cuts it down by a bit. Let's try and save Primarina, I guess. And try and, I think we're gonna have to sack Stunfisk here, gonna be honest. We want something to happen here. Okay. Oh, they just went for the... Okay. I don't know... Interesting. I was really expecting it. Okay, so between... don't know. Would Primarina live this? There's only one way to find out. This could go horribly wrong. Like, let's be real. Let's be real here for a second. Could go horribly wrong. Oh. Never mind, we're just playing roulette. Was it a crit? Maybe it has a magnet. I don't know. I thought Primarina would love that. Maybe not. Probably not. Makes sense. I need to get some chip on this thing. Unless they just click, they probably will just click, what's it called? Earthquake. I don't... Yeah, or Rock Slide, yeah. But, I don't know, in the back of my mind, I felt like, I didn't think that Stunfisk would live. Volt Switch sucks. Okay, so they have Fake Out Pressure now, which is obviously stinky. I think they have all 4 Pokemon alive, right? Yeah, they think, yeah. Oh my gosh, is it a Choice Scarf? I think it's Choice Scarf. Wait, if it uses Rock Slide again, then this is a really... Oh my gosh, it's Choice Scarf. Okay, that sucks. That also really sucks. Because that Harsh Sunlight would have been really nice. Oh, never mind. You're just giving me it back. Okay. But I think this Charizard may be faster anyways, right? I'm actually curious to see what happens here. If we could Burn Sneeze, that'd be nice. Okay, we got a double KO there. So now we have one ginormous problem. And that is Incin in the back is going to cook us no matter what. Like, we cannot do anything against Incin. Oh no, was it Incin? No, it was Rotom. Am I thinking of the last game? Am I... my brain's actually fried. Lol. Okay, so now we got a bigger problem, which is Rotom here. But... ultimately, we're safe. I can see them trying to protect Rotom here. I should have thought about that prior. No, they did not protect Rotom. And we dealt a significant amount of damage there. They burnt Rotom. But we go first before this Rotom does, which is really good. Oh my gosh, wow. That Trick Room play. Wow, you know, it's funny, because in the beginning of the video, I said, like, oh, wow, with the stat alignments, and, you know, the Trick Room wasn't good, but... Wow, that Trick Room... That Trick Room really saved us. That was nice. I'm really happy with that. I'm still bummed about the last loss, though, but... Hey, what can I say? That person on the last loss made pretty good calls on me. Wow. Maybe it's because it's kind of predictable. I mean, like, you could be like... I don't know. Maybe they know a lot about Pokemon. Maybe they're like, oh yeah, Stunfisk, I don't know. Okay, so we have the wall here, which is nice. Because the wall can't do much against us. Icy... We have to watch out about Icy Wind. From... H-Arc there. But they don't really have anything that... Besides Sinistra, they have nothing to really resist water. You know? So... Yeah, they really don't have anything to resist water here. So... Let's, Technically... Staraptor works well here, too. In all honesty. I don't want to bring in King Gambit, to be honest. Just the amount of stuff they have. But to be honest, both of our Megas here actually work in this situation. It's just, which one do I want to bring? And I think defensively, actually, not really, because the amount of damage output their Mondsteel. It's going to be interesting. We'll have to realize, because ultimately... Not ultimately. I don't need to say ultimately again. But, okay, those are the two mods I was worried about. Yeah, bringing, So I gotta make a decision here. Do I think they're gonna go for Dire Claw, or do I think they're gonna go for... We may want to double protect. Let's double protect. I wanna get some info. I wanna see what they're gonna do. Because I want to see if, one, they have Rock Slide, and two, I want to see how hyper-offensive they are. I want to see if they'll be like, yeah, let's just go for the KO on Primarina with Dire Claw. I'm actually curious. I want to see what they do. Oh, they went for Fake Out. Okay, so honestly, yeah, we could have gone... Oh, yeah. So that is actually not... Okay, so they went for Bitter Malice. How fast is... Store... Dark? Oh, that's rough. It could be faster than us. But it didn't outspeed Sneasler, though. Okay, if we're going to go for Dire Claw, here's what we're going to do. We're going to switch into the flat one, and then we are going to just Heat Wave. Because I can see them wanting... Yeah, we're still faster. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Because now we don't have to worry about Bitter Malice. Oh my gosh, yes, this was, like, nothing perfect. This was a perfect. The poison sucks, but I couldn't have asked for a more perfect turn. I really couldn't have. And then we got some good information, like we're faster than this Sneasler here. Okay, no, there's their actual Garchomp. I'm gonna Earth Power this. Ooh. Rough. I don't know if I just want to go for the KO on Sneasler here, or... Because they may want to just try and go for... Because if they go for Rock Slide... Wait, did I protect last turn? No, no. Last turn I did the Heat Wave. That is insane. Quick Claw? Oh. Quick Claw? Poop. Oh, they make KO. Oh, no. Ah. Scared about that. Oh, man, I had free reign with my, I'm sorry, Stunfisk. I'm sorry, I was not expecting the Quick Claw to... What? Okay, so if they're gonna try and go for that again... Do they really now? They know I have Levitate, or like... Like, I swear, if they click Rock Slide... No way! Don't be Rock Slide, I swear. Oh, if it's Rock Slide... No way. Oh! They now use Rock... What? They must have called my Protect then. Okay, we lived. And then we should outspeed Sneasler here. That Quick Claw is insane. No way! No way! No way it procs a third time. There's no way it procs a third time. Oh my gosh, there's no way. It's 30%, right? Like, what's the chances of it? %, so they hit that twice in a row. That's crazy. Well, rest in pieces, Delphox. You tried your best, but unfortunately... Unfortunately, Quick Claw cooked us, so I don't know what to tell you, buddy. We had Bright Powder and Quick Claw. That's insanity. No way! Oh my gosh! What is this? Oh, thank you. Okay, that sucks because the extra damage is awful on Sinistra. Like, we don't want that, but... It ultimately depends on what their last Pokemon is, which I'm pretty sure they have... Oh, man. They both lived. Wow. Quick Claw. Wow. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna lose this now. Yeah, that sucks. Well, would I have lost anyways with the Quick Claw? Like, also that Psy Shock did not do that much damage. Are they using a defensively bulky? Ah, oh, fudge me. They gotta be using a defensively bulky Garchomp. That's interesting. With a Quick Claw? Oh, well, yeah, we're gonna get... This is another rough loss. We had such a good starting play. just for this to happen. A defensively bulky Garchomp with... A defensively bulky Garchomp with Quick Claw. That's how we lose. Wow. Alright. What is his name? NU77E? Okay. I don't really know how to feel about this. I am worried about the... Oh my gosh, yeah, Torkoal, like a Torkoal setup is rough. It really is. Because unfortunately, Stunfisk is the only one that can really do much. And I just messed up the order. Okay. Did I? I think I did. Because I think I meant to put Primarina in the front. Okay, not bad, but not like... Inner Focus? Okay, so it does not have... Unless it's Omega, it's not got Marvel Scale. Which, honestly, that's been part of the problem. I really have not been reading the teams proper as I think I should be. Oof, this is hard. Okay, so... To be honest, we did... Lower... Did I just double protect? I did not mean to do that. Gosh dang, I did not mean to double protect. Okay, I'm really losing it now. Dragon Rush. Okay, so it's locked into Dragon Rush now. Earthquake. Yeah, you're locked into Dragon Rush, right? Is that how that works? Or is that Outrage? I think that's Outrage. Dragon Rush. Oh, it's 75% accurate. Fun. Okay. Oh! It's Mega Gear Champ. That's exciting. Even though it's already -1, which I think is weird. Use Dragon and it made it 75% accurate? Crazy. Oh, we gotta remember it has Stomping Tantrum now. Okay, yeah, that Intimidate was really helpful. Okay, so think about this. If we can eliminate this Garchomp... If we eliminate the Garchomp first with another close combat, then we should be able to give Staraptor the ability, not Staraptor, Primarina to land. Oh, shucks. I was about to say, it doesn't have Marvel Scale, so... Oh. Oh. Manectric is fast. Wait, this Torkoal does not have... Wait, I'm really confused. This Torkoal does not have Drought. Funny enough. Does not have Drought. I don't know how fast Manectric is, but I think... $105? Yeah, it's pretty close. Okay, oh, yeah, okay, it was a good switch. But it's not boosted. Wow. I mean, I was about to say, even though it's not boosted, it's probably going to still do an insane amount of damage. I wonder what ability it's using, though. I hate to... Oh, they have such a good back. But maybe if we get another 3 close combats... Oh, it is faster fudge. Really? That... Ah, man, it was faster. That sucks. But if we can get rid of this Torkoal, we should be fine. Oh, no. Focus Sash? Oh no, it's Eruption. It's not gonna do anything, right? Yeah, because that 1 HP. Okay, cool. Perfect. If the worst thing that they can do is protect right here. But with Torkoal at 1 HP, it using Eruption is not going to do much. Unless it has some sort of other coverage, like Earth Power or something, we should be fine. Fire Blast, interesting. That will do damage, yeah. Without Eruption, it can't have any spread. Okay. That was interesting. That had me worried for a second, because that... Let's be honest here, if that Torkoal had Drought at the end there, that would have gone so much worse. Okay. It's been a rough... I feel like it's yeah, there's just been a couple rough games, but I think... Oh. Interesting. Cast Form is something I was not expecting, but we have 4 other Pokemon that could be Megas. We need to prepare and see... I think Delphox is really good here. But I think just to get some information, I think... Yeah, the Torkoal in the back is not making things any more fun. But I think this is probably the best 4 that we can bring out to get an understanding of what's going on here. Okay, Torkoal and Aerodactyl's interesting. Unnerve, okay. Drought sucks. But what we can do... Because Torkoal's going to go last either way, right? I guess let's just gang up on Torkoal. Torkoal's always been a problem for us. Let's just gang up on it and try to get rid of it ASAP. I know Dual Wing Bait sucks, but fortunately Primarina is goated. Unless they have a fast Torkoal, we should... it's a fast... Okay. Okay. It's a fast Torkoal, apparently. I was not really prepared for that. Is Torkoal really that fast? No, it's like 20. Like a base speed of 20. Yeah, it is a base speed of 20. Like, I know Primarina is like 60? Yeah, that must have been... Because Stunfisk is really slow too, like 32, but I thought, like... I don't know. Okay, so now this is going to be really fun, because now we have to... I can see them probably wanting to go Solar Beam, like, straight away into... Oh, is it Mega Venusaur? I don't know, because they also have Gengar, Cast Form. They have Raichu in the back. If they have Raichu in the back, that's pretty bad. As long as it's not Solar Beam into Primarina, we should be alright. Yeah, there we go. Tailwind is not good, but if they have Chlorophyll, then it's like, okay. I mean, you were going to outspeed us anyways. But actually, that's pretty bad, because if they do have Raichu in the back, then we're not actually in a good position. Like, at all. Yeah, not a phone position. Okay, so I have to see what they're going to do. I can kind of see them trying to do the Solar Beam strategy again, trying to do Solar Beam, but I can also try to see them doing a Focus Blast into... Maybe they try... Gosh, it's just kind of trying to predict, like, which way are they going to go. Are they going to go Raichu into Primarina and Venusaur into Stunfisk? Or are they going to try and double up on the Primarina? I don't know. But let's try and get Sinistcha out there. But trying a Focus Blast into Stunfisk... Oh, gosh. Yeah, this is hard. Now this is where that Tailwind is starting to become a little bit of a problem here. But both of these two do not technically have something that they can hit. But we gotta remember, Mega Raichu does an absurd amount of damage. Yeah, they're definitely gonna try and focus. Okay, that... My future plan is kind of been ruined with that poisoning. And then the focus... Grass Knot. Okay, Stunfisk is actually very light. So, fortunately, that was... I know Grass Knot isn't uncommon on Mega Raichu Y, and honestly, I probably should have checked for the Fake Out. Wow. Okay. Actually, you know what? Honestly, I gotta look it up. How... Stunfisk. How much does Stunfisk weigh? 24 pounds. Yeah. Well, 11 kilograms, which I base it off of kilograms when I'm trying to calculate Grass Knot, and I'm pretty sure... I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's 50? I don't really remember. Okay. Okay. Let's see who we're up against now. Okay. We have there are some mons here that I am kind of worried about. Most likely... Wow, yeah, they have got some heavy hitters here. I'm pretty sure this is probably going to be a Mega Gardevoir team, which, funny enough, I think flat one here. But they're pretty specially bulky. King Gambit is probably going to get needed here. It's probably going to be needed here. We're going to have to summon fit King Gambit and Staraptor into this. Just in case they bring H-Sui or... Stunfisk, I guess, right? I just feel like they have so many hitters for Sinistra. This is definitely going to be interesting, because I'm curious to see if they have, like, a... In terms of setup, what they could possibly do? I'm not, like, entirely sure. Because they may have some form of nice setup. I know they have fake out support. Okay, this could go bad, because if they're unburdened with a white herb, which is very high chance, it's either that or their focus sash. Okay, that activated the white herb for sure. This does not look good for us. I just don't know. It didn't have Instant in the back. I'm just gonna double protect just in case of because defensively we're in a pretty bad position, right? Okay. Rock slide, okay. Okay, so we have Chopple. So here's what we're gonna do here. I think we actually are gonna close combat this Garchomp. And then we are also going to Kowtow Cleave the Garchomp. Because Sneasler is hard, but I think if we can distract it with the close combat, I think we'll be okay. It was not okay, even with Chopple. That's fun. That is exciting. Rock Slide is but it's neutral now. Oh, Life Orb, okay. So we may want to try and take out this Garchomp before Sneasler... No, okay, no. Before Garchomp can hit... Because I think Garchomp went last, right? So if Sneasler hits one of us two and we live, because we do have a 1+... That's not good. Okay, they're gonna quad. Okay, as long as... Okay, yeah. Okay, that speed drop is really bad. And this may not even KO either. But, actually, I mean, with Stab and Life Orb, it's pretty set. H-Sammy is also not really fun. Let's be real here. I don't really see this doing much damage. We probably should have gone for... No, but I mean, if we can try and get the Gardevoir out of the way, then... Primarina in the back is still pretty nice. Oh, Psyshock, okay. Oh, I was worried about this. Okay, this is gonna do a lot. Fudge. Oh. Okay. Dang it, I kind of knew it. I should have known that. I should have switched to Primarina. That would have been so much better. Staraptor is definitely faster. That's the problem. I don't really know what to do here. Gosh darn it, this is gonna be a rough... Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a rough loss. This is gonna be such a rough loss. Wow. Wow. This is rough. This could have gone way better. And I... Oh, wow. Man. Oh, that's not good. Not good at all. A lot of losses today. A lot of losses today. Okay, so Delphox is probably not the best here because there's a lot of Pokemon that can hit it pretty well, and we can only really hit Sneasler. And then... Staraptor in the front. No, because we got effed over last time because of that. Yeah, this is gonna have to be... Oh man, it sucks too because we have... No, but if they... No, Farigiraf would actually help us. As long as it's not a Torkoal Farigiraf type of team, like... Ultimate... We'll be fine. But... Okay, so support mons. I don't know who they're more worried about. See, that's the funny thing, because I don't... I'm hoping they don't fake out Stunfisk. Tailwind is okay, because they outspeed anyways, so it's kind of like a eh. And then if it's Focus Sash, it's perfect. It is Focus Sash, that is perfect. Okay. That's exactly what we wanted. So if I can remember, they had basic standard Pokemon in the back. They had Garchomp. They had... So what we're going to do here is we're going to Thunderbolt. Actually, I got to think here. We're going to Thunderbolt. We're not going to use Earth Power just in case they switch in Charizard. And then we are going to hit Hyper Voice. Because as long as this... Okay, Encore sucks. I should have predicted the Encore. I should have been aware of Encore. That is my mistake. Parting Shot does suck, but if they bring in Charizard, we're in a pretty good position. But Garchomp is pretty bad. I don't see them bringing in Garchomp because I feel like... Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, perfect. That was really good. But they did... Charizard does a lot of damage, let's be real. And I'm not happy about the prospect of, in case they bring in... Shoot. We gotta switch out somebody. Like, who's in the back? Just in case they... I don't see them switching in Incineroar, but let's just do that, and then... Yeah, Staraptor. No, because... no. Probably not the best. No, because, I mean, if Staraptor is able to survive, which I don't think it is, then we can at least, what's it called? If Staraptor at least survives, and we can Mega Evolve, then it trying to bring in, but I was having two different plans for what would happen, and honestly, both of them would conflict with each other. So that's probably where ooh, so I should have, ooh. Yeah, Solar Beam is not fun, but it's not stab, though. But it's gonna do a lot, yeah, I was about to say, it's not stab, but it's still gonna do a whole load of damage. Ah, okay, this was just a bad round. Really bad round, all around. Just, I had conflicting ideas there, and did not work in my favor. Well, what we're gonna do now... Now that's in... Well, I'm pretty sure... No, they still have Tailwind, right? Did they ever set up Tailwind? They do have Tailwind on. Oof. Yeah, this is not good. Oh! I should have Mega Evolved. Oh my gosh, I forgot to Mega Evolve. Did I Mega Evolve? I'm hoping I did. Well, no, but either way, the switch-in happens, then you Mega Evolve. It wouldn't even matter anyways. Okay, I'm just off my game right now. I'm clearly just not on my game. It would have not mattered anyways. Okay, that's fine. They're probably going to just set up the same thing again, right? So let's try and switch in Primarina in case they try to Encore. Because they have to either Encore or Tailwind. They got to do one of the two, and I don't know which one they're going to try and do. But I think they're going to try and Encore, try to disable my Star after real quick, and then maybe try and set up Tailwind? Maybe? I don't know. But I can see them trying to want to... Okay, yeah, they just set up Tailwind right away. I should have guessed that. Darkest Lariat sucks! Oh, in the back of my mind, I had the idea that he was going to use a Dark-type move. I really should take it a little bit slower, because I had the right idea in my mind, I just did not act on it as proper as I should have. Yes, 1 HP. Okay, so we're not in the best position here. Because... based off the speed, this is how it's going to work. Based off the speed, right? Think about it. If Charizard goes first and tries to lay down a Solar Beam, it will Solar Beam into Sinistcha, and the worst that happens is that they try and use... Okay. Nope, they did the smart thing. They really did do the smart thing. Okay. Parting Shot is actually okay. Not the worst ever. Doesn't put us in the best position, but it's depending on who is in the back. Which I'm pretty sure is probably Gar... Yeah, I predicted Garchomp, okay. Are they gonna try and Rock Slide or something? I wonder if they're gonna try and, I wonder if they're gonna try and, they may just try and dual spam here, right? Oh no, they're just going for Instant again. Okay. Oh my gosh, Sinistcha. No! No! Oh my gosh. I meant to... If he parting shots my Star Raptor, I'm going to be really mad. Because I meant to, Oh, no! I didn't... No, that's even worse. Fudge! Oh, no! We would have resisted that. No! That's so not good. I thought they were gonna go for... Well, I was expecting the fake out. I think that was the main reason why I did that, but... Well, now Charizard's probably gonna come out, right? This is rough. This is so rough. I'm putting myself... I'm just making bad plays all around, to be honest. Oh, well, we're probably going to get flinched here, right? It would only be my luck with how this is going. Bad plays plus a flinch, that would just be... Whew! No! Well, now I'm not looking good. Yeah, this sucks. This sucks. Because now they can just Solar Beam, right? Well, I guess I gotta hope they click Heat Wave, I guess. I guess they're trying to get some chip off. Okay. Interesting. I'm definitely going to... Yeah, it's definitely not looking good for me. Well, that's a rough loss. That's a rough loss. And yeah, there's no way we're surviving this. Wow. Yeah, I made some pretty bad plays in the beginning. Pretty bad calls. That stinks. Huh. We're gonna need Delphox here to take care of this Corviknight, but oh, we're gonna need King Gambit just for this Frostlass here. Yet again, a day of tough losses. Really rough losses. We should resist. Oh, are they not Mega Evolving? Oh. Oh. I think the game is feeling pity on me. Here's another thing I've noticed, like, the names where it's like 3 characters, maybe Japanese, I've noticed are also, possibly not real players. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they have a thing where they don't use real players in this game. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Because I did just have a couple of bad losses, and I'm still in Great Ball tier, so... Whimsicott. I think we're good this game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I gotta look it up if that's really... Because I'm pretty sure the game is just feeling pity on me because I've lost a lot. If a stranger repetitive moves like spamming status, moves like Scary Face or Agility. Yeah. Oh, bots only have Pokeballs. I never even thought about that. That's interesting. I've had easier trips to at least Ultra Ball tier. Which sucks, but I think it's just because the Okay, so we have Incin. This may be an expanding force team. Incin does suck though. I feel like they're expecting King Gambit. This is why I feel like we need to try and rely on our more special Pokemons. Trying to see, do they have any gaps besides physical? But I mean, yeah, they do kind of have a physical, but at the same time, it kind of sucks. Staraptor actually may be better here. I know it's kind of a risk, but it may be better in the long run. I'm not entirely sure. Nah, if they're gonna use spread moves, I guess. I don't know, but I'm sensing like an expanding force type of strategy, especially because Meowstic hits Meowstic should get Prankster? No. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what the strategy is here between these two. Okay, Tailwind suck. Wait, no, is it not? No, it doesn't have Drizzle? U-turn? What is happening? What is happening? What other, it gets Kenai, right? Pelipper? They're not using... Maybe because of, rain? No. Okay, that should do super effective. Okay, bye, Metachan. I wasn't predicting a U-turn Metachan switch in, but you know, we'll take it, especially if that was the meta that we're relying on. Okay, I kind of expected the Sash here. So we could see Pelipper again. Incin's nice. I have Defiant though. Let's just protect and then Hyper Voice? I don't know, they may fake out the Incin, but Whimsicott normally doesn't have that much offense. It's a Quick Claw. What incarnation is happening? Why Quick Claw? Why did everybody gravitate towards the Quick Claw? What do you benefit with the Quick Claw? I mean, I guess I can see where they benefit with the Quick Claw. Drain Punch? Oh, that's funny. That's okay, we mainly need to do some damage on the Incin here. Bye, Ensign. Quick Claw. I do not know if they have Encore or not. Because what have we seen? Protect and Tailwind? Is that all we've seen? Okay, so they're guaranteed going to be faster, for sure. But let's just get some small chip in here, considering that we can work with it. Aqua Ring, that heals them of 1/16 per round. So they're trying to get some health back. They should have gone with I was really worried about that expanding force setup they had there. I was, that had me worried for a second. Oh, cool, we're in Ultra Ball tier now. If you thought it was going bad before, just wait and see how it goes now. Alright. We officially hit 30 wins with Stunfisk, which means we got 10 wins today. With Stunfisk, I'm pretty sure we brought Stunfisk to like every match, but basically we need to come up with something a little bit more cohesive, something where the Mons work together a little bit better. Maybe we need to push towards the Trick Room idea. Maybe we need, because maybe we could try Sandville and have Tyranitar on the team, and then try to do some funky shenanigans with against ground types and work against that. That's kind of another idea that I've had. I don't know, but we need to come up with something, because we did struggle a lot trying to get through Great Ball, and ultimately it may not be the team, it may be me, but because I do feel like I do feel like there was some finding spots where it was like, okay, we could I did see, so it could be just me and my play not being the best, but we can always improve, and we can always figure out how to make the team better around Stunfisk. But I think that's going to be it. Video is getting super long. If any of you watched the video, thank you. If you have any suggestions or any cool Stunfisk teams that you guys have used, I've also thought of Snow, because Snow is pretty good. With Stunfisk, specifically Ninetales or Vanillix, because they freeze dry, and that can really help against a lot of the weaknesses that Stunfisk has, and then from there we would just have to kind of figure out the whole fire type thing. Or no, not fire type. No, we're actually not weak to fire types. No, actually, a Snow Setter with freeze dry actually does work really well. But we'll figure it out. But anyways, thanks for anybody who watched, and I hope you all have a good one. Thank you.